Hello everyone, myself Harpreet and I have a PhD in bioinformatics. In my current role, I am curriculum developer and research consultant. I am mentoring number of research fellows and working with international collaborators on various research projects based on biomedical NGS data. So today we will also see some of the research fellows who are presenting their progress on their respective projects. But before their presentation, let me give you a glimpse of how bioinformatics can be used on biomedical data to drive significance, meaning by taking some example from the projects that I have completed during my doctoral degree and some of the projects that we have completed during this research fellowship program. So my PhD is in the area of cancer genomics, specifically liver cancer. So when I went through the literature, I found some of the major challenges associated with the liver cancer, including liver cancer is often misdiagnosed or detected too late for an effective treatment. Another factor that contributes to the poor outcome for the liver cancer patient is the frequent reoccurrence of the tumor after the treatments. So keeping these concerns in mind, so we have worked on several projects. So in the first project, we used large-scale transcriptomics data to identify a diagnostic biomarker panel for hepatocellular carcinoma. In this study, we employed 30 datasets containing nearly 4,000 samples, and this data was taken from public repositories like GEO and TCGA to elucidate transcriptomics biomarker panel for the diagnosis and the prognosis of the liver cancer, implementing various statistical and machine learning techniques. For the next project, we used transcriptomics data to scrutinize the diagnostic biomarker panel for cholangiocarcinoma, which is another liver malignancy. In this study, we employed 9 datasets from public repository, mainly GEO, which include 350 cholangiocarcinoma, 133 adjacent non-tumorous and 90 HCC sample to scrutinize cholangiocarcinoma specific transcriptomics biomarkers, implementing various supervised machine learning techniques like SVM, random forestic, logistic regression, etc. So in the next part, we focused on the prognosis of liver cancer patients. So here in this project, we used transcriptomics and methylation data of hepatocellular carcinoma to identify biomarker panel that can classify early and the late stage of liver cancer. So in this study, we have again taken public data from TCGA repository, which contain early and late tumor stage samples. So in this study, we identified 51 signatures, which include 30 RNA transcripts and 21 methylation CpG sites using a number of machine learning and statistical approaches. So in the last part, we focused on identification of multi-omic signature that can stratify low reoccurrence risk group and high reoccurrence risk group of SCC patients. So in this study, we identified 90 RNA, 50 miRNA, 50 methylation, and 4 integrative features that can able to significantly stratify reoccurrence risk group of SCC patients. So now let me give you the glimpse of some of the projects that completed by a research fellow in this Omics Logic Research Fellowship Program who have not much background in the bioinformatics. So we have research fellows from various backgrounds and across the globe. So here one of the research fellow, Ms. Simay Dolanar, who is an undergraduate student from the Turkey, completed her research project entitled Long non-coding RNA as a therapeutic target in chronic lymphocytic leukemia using publicly available data in employing various bioinformatics tools from T-Bioinfo server, which Ilya has just shown you. Then Ms. Urja Parekh, who worked on the project entitled Identification of Biomarker to Differentiate Between Neural Stem Cell and Glioblastoma Stem Cell, employing publicly available data using various data mining techniques. So today, Ms. Uja Barik is also going to present her progress on the project. Then, apart from the oncology projects, so then we also worked on various other areas, including neuroscience. So here, our one of the research fellow, Ms. Rutvi Vaja, completed her project in the field of multiple sclerosis. So she worked in the project entitled "In silico analysis of transcriptomic profiling and affected biological pathway in multiple sclerosis using publicly available data." Then beside, some of the research fellows also worked in the area of spaceomics. So for example, here, Ms. Dilara Dekane completed her project in the field of spaceomics entitled Radiation Threat to Humans in Space, an alternative approach with probiotics using metagenomics data and various bioinformatics tools from T-Bioinfo server. Then beside oncology and neuroscience, then we also worked in the field of infectious disease. For example, Mr. Supantha Day completed his project in the field of infectious disease, particularly malaria. So he worked on a project entitled Analysis of Gene Expression Profile to study malaria vaccine dose efficacy and immune response modulation using transcriptomics data of the patients and various data mining techniques. Then another example of infectious disease project that we have completed. So we completed with our collaborators from Ghana on the project where we have tried to identify haplotype variants of the Plasmodium falciparum AMA1 analysis based on the genomics data. So then apart from masters or undergraduate students, we also worked with the high school students. So let me give you the glimpse of the projects that completed by high school research fellows. So here Ms. Netra Srinivasan completed her project in the field of neuroscience. She worked on the project entitled Effect of Onset of Menopause on the Transcriptomic Profiling of Aging Female Brains. Besides, another research fellow, Mr. Andres, completed his project in the field of Alzheimer's disease. So my major research interest lies in cancer genomics, infectious disease, neuroscience, and machine learning. And specifically, my focus is most of the studies for the biomarker discovery. I'm looking forward to work with many of you